What's up, guys? I'm Emma Girandola. I'm the director of Valerius Productions LLC, and you are watching our Bridge the Gap series where we discuss bridging the gap between art and business. So I realized it's been 4 videos so far, and I've brought up the fact that my house has spirits in it, but I've never really explained. So I wanted to quick tell you about it. My house was built in 1945. It is now 2020, so it's been a while. I have a theory that the house was like demolished or burned down and then rebuilt on top of this property or on top of the original building. And again, that's just a theory, but I haven't been able to find any records. Whoa, big orb across the screen. Yikes, maybe I'm right. I haven't been able to find any information on the house from before 1988. So there's a huge 40-something year gap of information that I can't find, and it's crazy. And my siblings and I have seen, and my parents, we've all seen spirits throughout the house our entire lives. All right, down to business. So last week I talked about resumes, and bridging the gap in your resume between art and business, and how important it is to understand that your artistic experience is work experience. We're not trying to eliminate that once we go into the corporate world. We are using it to integrate the two. Today I will be talking about the difference between a resume and a CV, and they are different, people. I learned that from experience. Meaning, when I got to college, I had no idea what the difference between the two was, and honestly, had never even heard of what a CV was, so it's important to know. I will say the very main difference between a resume and a CV is the amount of content that you are putting on both documents. Your resume. Your resume is your highlight reel. You are only putting the best of the best information on your resume. So cut it down, people. 1 page. You are only putting the most relevant work experience that has to do with the job you are applying for on your resume. Now, that's not to say that you're cutting out that artistic experience, right? We talked about that last week. So for example, let's say you're going for a teaching position and you are thinking about all your past experience and what you want to put on your resume. Any sort of teaching experience, put it down, including your artistic one. So if you were an artistic coach somewhere down the line, if you were a dance teacher, whatever it may be, if you ran a workshop, if you worked at a camp, anything, put it on your resume. Then, this is a personal example. If you worked at a coffee shop somewhere down the line, don't add that. Also keep in mind that most likely the person who is reading your resume is reading a lot of resumes that day. So you want to keep it short, sweet, and to the point. You want it to be presentable, and you want the most important things about you that have to do with that job you're applying for to stand out. All right, moving on to the CV. CV is where you get to brag about yourself. Woo! The best part, if I do say so myself. No, but for real, the CV is where you get to put down all of your experience in general, all of your work experience, training experience, showcase experience, anything. Put it all down so that interviewer can see what you've done. No, but for real, this is where you get to put all of the information, all of the experience, all of the training, all of the workshops, all of the showcases, exhibitions, teaching experience, anything that you have, work experience. This is where you get to write it all down. Now, one thing that I will say is that you still want your format to be nice. So go ahead and after this video, research some CV examples, or if you would like to subscribe to my Patreon, I will be going in depth on specific CV examples and resume examples. You want your CV to be nicely presented because just like the resume, the person who is looking at your CV is probably looking at several CVs that day. You don't want to be that last person in the pile that they're looking at and they are just exhausted. They've had it and they take one look at your CV and it's just not what they feel like reading. You want to be that last person in the pile and for them to look at it and think, wow, I haven't seen a CV like this today, in a very, very good way. Yeah, and they are excited about what they're reading, they're excited about what they're looking at, and they're excited about the person that you are. That concludes our video for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please subscribe to our Valerius Productions LLC YouTube channel where we will be posting more videos on bridging the gap between art and business. And just as a little reminder and disclaimer, I am not a professional financial advisor. So if you are planning on taking that big financial artistic step in your journey, I highly recommend meeting with a professional financial advisor. If you would like a bigger dose of me or more information on these topics, I have a Patreon. My Patreon is patreon.com/Valerius Productions, and on my Patreon, I am posting monthly videos where I go in depth on all of the topics that I talk about on the YouTube channel. So subscribe and donate monthly and you will receive an all-access pass to all of my secrets. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Emma Girandola and I'll see you soon. That was too many finger guns. I apologize for that.